I'm a psychologist. So what little I do, she has really exaggerated. But here, within the given time, being in the field of education, being a teacher, I would like to, Adhan is going on, so I'll continue. I would like to put it forward to you people. If you ask me who's a teacher is the one who visions which is invisible to others. When even the fathers, mothers, the community, the friends, peer, everybody cannot see what the child could be. In a teacher's mind, she has already envisioned what this child will be. That is the magical power of a teacher. So, all of you out there, kudos to you for embracing this noble profession, which creates many other professions. Now, coming to the topic, challenges of being an international teacher. Being an international teacher myself, who started right from the degree from India and then moving to Dubai first, back in 2007, what I found, whatever I've learned during my practicals, my micro teaching, my macro teaching in B.Ed, that is not really what I found in the school system, the school curriculum, the school board, and the school community, be it all the four stakeholders. What I found is that it binds us with certain rules and regulations. For a teacher who's passionate to bring about some changes with no boundaries, will really difficult, it to not to go in smooth when it comes to following her syllabus and her workload along with what she wants the children to be. So that is the challenge which I faced, which even now I think is very much prevalent. Those freshly passed out students from such teacher courses will at times find when they come to the system does not go that way. No lesson plan is done that way. No AV aids, no audiovisual aids are used that way. But of course, thanks to technology, we have a lot of new age teaching strategies which contributes to that as well. uh, Practically speaking, for a teacher, for an international teacher, it is always a challenge to understand the present generation, be it Gen Z, Gen Alpha. Gen Z is the most depressed, I could say, generation. Gen Alpha is born to digital world, and students and parents are in total. We are born with a set of skills and values, and these have to be instilled with that. That is where a gap remains, where teacher tries to tell something, parents perceive it in a different way, and student perceive it in a different way. For a lively teacher, it is very easy to handle the class. For a teacher who's only having subject mastery and all the degrees and certificates, no more she can adapt to the new present generation. So for an international teacher, when she sets out of the boundary from her country, from her region, it takes time for her to adapt to the different multinationals, multicultural, the different board, everything. So putting it in a psychological, perspective, a teacher goes through a lot of learning cycle. And I don't say it's a challenge, it's an opportunity, because being a teacher only, you would get that. And nothing else can be a noble, nothing else, no other profession can be that exciting and challenging as teaching is. Because you go to another country, you go to a new system, you go to a new board, you have to learn new things, which equips you with a lot of knowledge. You again get a chance to get into practicals. Now, not to talk so much of blah blah blah, I know there are many more experts on the table there. But if you'll ask me, what is the opportunity for professional growth, one thing I would like to say: when we have pain in our heart, we go to cardiologists. When we have pain in our eyes, we go to ophthalmologists. So we will never go to an ophthalmologist when we have a pain in our heart, right? We go to cardiologist. But why is that? Teachers, those who are not equipped with psychology, will have to assess a child. Maybe she is limited to assess a child up to his LD only, right? Learning disabilities only. When it comes to his behavioral problem, if a teacher finds there is a behavioral challenge or problem, she must have such system in the school that she could talk to not only one counselor at a school. She should have a team behind her to discuss, to get her equipped. Only one paper or two papers she learns in her B.Ed or whatever teaching exams are there. But she should be equipped. She should be equipped with psychology in such a way that she is able to read what behavioral problems the child has. Is it the child really has a problem, or it the parent perspective or the student perspective or the teacher perspective. So a teacher bit, not for the theory purpose, practical purpose. Schools and communities and parents, everybody should come together to invest in the knowledge, in growing the knowledge of behavioral problems, diagnosis, assessments when it comes to a class teacher, so that she can take it further to the right person, to the counselor, then it goes there. In this, by doing this, definitely teacher grows professionally for her personal growth as well as professional, as well as the school grows. The children get diagnosed at the right time, as well as the parents are happy that their children are not only academically growing, only not IQ is growing, but the EQ is also growing simultaneously. So EQ is something which teachers should get aware of. Social skill, empathy, self-regulation, self-motivation, self-awareness. If every teacher is able to pass on EI and EQ, raise EQs in her classroom, then that is where that teacher is actually enjoying a profession. That's what our teachers might have done in the form of value education, in the form of moral science. More than them teaching us classroom lessons, they've taught us these things. So we have to have present age teachers, new age strategies with all the technologies. Along with that, teachers should be equipped to pass on raising EQ and and handle the behavioral problems, not to simply label it as low learning or LD, right? With this, I think Dr. Ruxana had told me take 5 or 7 minutes since there are expert panel speakers. I would like to listen more than telling. And of course, when there is a Q&A session, I would be opening up with any of my expertise possible. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. I'm